What's going on, guys? Sbmm here, and today's video is going to be my first impressions on Call of Duty Cold War. And as you all know, I grinded the alpha quite a bit. I think I managed to put in over 24 hours of game time within the 2 days or so that it was available. So I think I definitely got a general impression and general feel of it over the time that I put in. So I'm going to go over quite a bit of stuff, quite a few of my thoughts, and I want you guys to comment down below if you guys enjoyed the alpha, what your favorite things about it were, and I'll reply to as many of you as I can. So let's get right into this. My very first impressions. Now, this is a gameplay in the background, by the way, that I already uploaded it, but it's my favorite gameplay yet, so I'm just gonna have it there because it's the best to kind of highlight what I can do on this game. And first impressions, I can do a lot, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much cool stuff about every single map, so many cool guns, and it just feels like Call of Duty. That's all you need from me to be pretty satisfied within the first game or two of playing it. If I like my gun skill can transfer over from other Call of Duties, like it feels the same, like the maps feel like Call of Duty. It doesn't feel like I'm just entering some parallel universe and I'm playing some garbage can game. Like, no, this feels like Call of Duty, and Treyarch made it so that it does. Some people don't like the health bar aspect. I really like that because it just gives you more information about how many bullets you have to shoot them with. Like, if you can kind of handle having stuff in your peripheral view, it's just not a problem at all. It actually solves problems. But I don't know, man. I love this map that's in the background. This was one of the first maps that I genuinely saw and was just like in love with. People were clowning it. People were saying it looks like Battlefront, like Star Wars Battlefront. But even then, man, Star Wars Battlefront is a great game, so don't know how that's an insult or anything. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just going to town with the snipers. Snipers are apparently going to be nerfed a little bit before the beta, but just to know that this is probably the most overpowered sniping will be, and it is overpowered, like, they should balance it a little bit. Just a tiny little bit, but it still should be as satisfying as it is, because that's one thing that I can tell you right now. When you snipe people, every single bullet is just crisp and buttery, and you feel like a god hitting every shot. I don't know what it is. Like, it could be just a hard scope on someone standing still, but it just hits different in Cold War. And then this gun I'm using right now on the sniper class is also going to be nerfed a little bit, but the 74U, like, who doesn't like the 74U? Just running around, beaming. I like to run an SMG with the sniper for close range, and the 74U can kind of do it all. Like, it can beam from long range as well. In the alpha, it was the most overpowered gun overall. And I mean, in general, I just really loved running around, sniping people, going on tears. Even the kill streaks aren't too overpowered. Like, what's the most overpowered kill streak in this game? A chopper gunner? Even that is not that bad. And after the first night, I can say confidently I was pretty pleased with the general game and everything like that. Like, I was getting great gameplays. Kids were getting a bit sweaty, and I'll carry on about that a little bit later. But first night, I was feeling like really excited to get on. I didn't want to get off at all, and I just am super excited about the year to come. And second day, I start to see sweats come out a lot more plentiful, but we found our way around it a little bit. And we'll go on to talk about that and our thoughts on the whole skill-based matchmaking system. But after the second night, I was very confident that this year is going to be a great year of Call of Duty, and I am lucky to be a creator on it because, like, it feels good, it looks good, and I'm just so excited to see the potential of it with Warzone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Warzone professional player now, so anything that affects Warzone is going to affect my whole life overall. And I'm very like content with the mechanics of the game, with the way the game looks, with the way they're talking about the game and being passionate about the little details and changes. Like, they're gonna make it a good game. And so I will do my best to be a good gamer for that game. But that being said, the whole community rallied around one issue, and one issue the most, and that is skill-based matchmaking. So I'm just going to rant about that a little bit. You know, I don't need to make a whole video about skill-based matchmaking because that'd be a little bit OD, but it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. The developers are not even really to blame, which is the saddest part. If they could, they would take it away, in my opinion, and make the best game possible, because the higher ups have had this system patented where the new players will be matched up with only new players or players whose stats are so low that it seems appropriate to be in a game with new players. And any player who gets above that garbage level, and maybe even you're just average, but you will start to get really sweaty lobbies. Imagine you're a player like me, who I'm like ranked top 50 out of 75 million players on Warzone and have been since release. Imagine how those lobbies feel. Now imagine on the alpha, I was dropping, no, let's talk about the skill based on the alpha first of all. The skill based on alpha is the strongest it's ever been in any game possible, and this is an alpha. The game hasn't even come out yet, and there's skill based that is stronger like 10 times to 20 times than Modern Warfare, which is already so strong I stopped playing multiplayer in that game. So how are we supposed to get excited about playing multiplayer in this game when we're scared of doing good in the alpha? You know what I mean? Like, it's just not a good sign, and not beneficial to the actual people who are going to be spending the most time on your game. You're punished for getting better at the game, and you're better off just literally doing awful. Like, people started reverse boosting. The only way I really thought I could enjoy and play the alpha as much as I do was to just make more accounts because I'm not going to be defeated by their dumb system. But I also am not going to hide it because that's scummy, but it's going to make so many more people do things like reverse boost and hide accounts and stuff like that, and it's going to skew the whole system more than it already is, because as long as there is a skill-based matchmaking system, people will have to finesse it to have a good time, or else they will just quit Call of Duty at the higher levels, because there's a time and a place for fucking sweats to come out, man. Like, we should not be just punished and forced to only play high tier level players. And then the only other argument to that is the casual players who are saying like, oh, you just want easy lobbies, easy gameplays. Why is that unfair? Even should it not be balanced and fair? Everybody gets an equal level of lobbies. You're having easy lobbies if you are a casual player, but we're not, because we're better at the game. Like, because we're better, we just chalked the casual experience. Like, how does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, there's no winning on our side of things, really, unless we bend the rules a little bit, and then there's still no winning because everything we do is going to be having an asterisk besides it. So I just really hope it gets fixed, because I would love multiplayer. The best experiences were Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 days, where you just queue up a lobby and you get put up with whoever. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. I don't want to just get queued up against only bad players, because that is unfair. But I just want to be put in a game, and whoever is closest to me and also queuing up at the same time so that we all have the best lobby possible, that's who gets in the game. You know what I mean? And if I'm better than the people who happen to be in the lobby, cool. I earned that and I deserve that because I've put in thousands and thousands of hours on the game. But if I'm worse than somebody in the lobby, I'll take that, because that's just somebody who is also queuing the game at that time. And if they add a ranked mode, I'll happily play people my own level, and be aware that I'm trying to play people my own level, and be getting rewarded for playing people my own level at the highest level. Because I get nothing out of playing like high tier, S tier players in multiplayer except headaches and bad gameplays, you know? But overall, man, Cold War is fucking great, and it's just muddied by the skill base, because every good player got to play about 2-3 hours, maybe even less than that, before they just started having an insanely bad time by the lobbies. But yeah, this game is beautiful. They are only in the alpha. Like, I'm really hoping that they listen to all of the community feedback, because I've never seen something trend as much as like the skill based needing to be removed or worked on or something like that. So we'll see what happens. I'm very hopeful for Treyarch and the hope of Cold War, and I hope you guys are excited for all the content to come this year. I'm really excited to see what happens, and thank you guys all for all the support. See you guys in the next video. Bye.